Welcome back to another Wasted Wagons Top 5 episode.
In no particular order.
I'm going to lead this one because this is a topic that I like to have with...
This is Patrick's baby.
Yeah, this is something I like to have a discussion with all my friends about because it gets a little controversial at some point. I like to just figure out who my real friends are because if you don't agree with certain things, I get rid of you.
Well, I'm pretty sure none of my favorites are going to be in your top 5, so I guess you can just
I was done with you after last episode, but this will really seal your favorite. So,
I was hoping to get back in your good grace.
We did want to get rid of chips and salsa. You know.
Yeah, you know. So this is going to be...
Hold on a second, though, before you go. Biff, pumpkin spice or chips and salsa?
Wait, for what?
Just if you had to pick one.
If you had to throw
somebody had a gun to your head and said...
You can only have one.
You had pumpkin spice latte, pumpkin spice cookies.
I would definitely throw away pumpkin spice.
Yeah. Biff, you're my brother.
But Todd's pumpkin spice eggnog.
Oh,
sure.
Yeah. Oh, so
but even the eggnog.
But with the asterisk was
he makes the regular eggnog too.
Just chips and salsa, not like chips and guac or chips and other dips and things.
Chips and salsa is a must.
Thank you.
Because there's so many types of salsa.
The rest of y'all can get off the podcast. I'll just do it with Biff.
So now my mom, of course Mike, who's not here today. Yeah, all three of us.
Y'all all said pumpkin spice?
All said pumpkin spice.
Because I like chips and queso and guacamole, anything better than salsa.
Oh, really?
But Camden said chips and salsa, right?
And
Camden's my road dog.
I think it did, yeah. Todd and I love the pumpkin coffee high protein smoothie at Smoothie King. We put it on that and said if I had that or chips and salsa, we'd go with the smoothie.
I didn't even know that existed.
Oh, it's delicious.
You don't know what you're missing.
Looks.
Next.
Speaking of chips and salsa, the
chili's
$10.99.
My argument is that they put the salsas free at every Mexican restaurant because it's the shittiest thing. You know, so here, have as much salsa as you want. Whatever.
It's the best starter ever. What are you talking about?
And what I'm about to
I eat the bean dip.
What I'm about to say to Biff has been Patrick's argument from the beginning. Is like, well, next November you can try the smoothie and see how awesome it is. And Patrick's like, well, yeah, it's 2 months out of the year, you know.
Yeah, so for 2 months out of the year you're good.
Like
the rest of the months,
all year at margarita night, you're like sitting there. It's like I can't have anything.
Like, man, I wish I had some pumpkin spice dip right now. Oh wait, you don't get any because they don't make that shit. It sucks.
Pumpkin spice and salsa,
Because it's not better than chips and salsa. No, period.
Absolutely not.
All right.
See, this is the healthy debate that I like when I bring this topic up. So this is why we're going to do top 5 favorite chips.
So proceed.
With what?
Your top 5.
Oh, you want me to go first?
I thought you were going to.
I thought you were going to lead it off.
Okay, I can.
Because everyone says
did you want to close?
Everyone's so excited to hear yours.
Let's think about this. Are there any? Do you have any wild cards? Like, do you want to say like certain like a cheese puff? We can say that a chip. Yes.
Yes. That's all.
Okay.
If it comes in variety packs of potato chips, yes.
Okay. Because
if it's on the chip aisle,
I've had some people bring some things up that weren't technically considered chips. So I was like,
that's not fruit snack debate.
Similar vein.
Fruit snacks.
Well, Patrick thinks Gushers are candy.
Or Cheetos chips. There we go.
And Cheetos chips.
What do they say on the bag? They say cheese flavored snacks.
Patrick's about to punch.
They don't call them chips.
I'm going to punch you because your daughter is present. I don't want to see you harmed in her presence. I'm not going to be that guy tonight. Anyway,
I know Patrick's a wrestling coach at De La Salle.
For the record, we all don't look alike. I might be short. We might be the same skin color.
Like, it wasn't like something like out of shape.
That dude would kick my ass. He's got muscles on muscles. I'm just like, man, whatever.
Camden said you had big arms, though. So.
Well, he's my ally. He's my road dog. But that's okay. One honorable mention, just because it works with everything. It's versatile. It's a Tostitos scoop.
Okay.
So now we're going. That's his chips and salsa. That's his chips and
salsa.
So we got his chips and salsa out of the way. All right, go ahead.
Yeah.
Scoops are great guacamole. Just saying.
Scoops are great with any damn food. Any dip, salsa. Don't care.
You guys want some queso?
I want some Takis out.
Didn't we hide a knife in the case when we dumped it? The asshole charge was like $9 for
We
it.
give him like a 50-cent tip.
Number 5, because I do have a particular order.
A ranking.
Miss Vicky's salt and vinegar.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was between that and jalapeno, but salt and vinegar
Yep.
is the winner.
Definitely.
It's so salty, it's so vinegary, but it's so good.
They still sell those at Subway?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Mm.
Number 4, Sun Chips Garden Salsa.
Damn it, you stole one of mine. So.
It sounds like Sun Chips Garden Salsa.
Sun
might be
Chips-
That's going to be on every list.
The problem is
Sun Chips, if you're listening.
almost
Sun chips.
almost any
Love it.
Sun Chip could go on the list. Like, they're all really good, but Garden Salsa just stands out from the rest. Number 3, kind of the same thing. It could be almost any version or any flavor of this chip, but it's Ruffles sour cream and onion.
Okay.
There are other good sour cream and onion chips. Like Lay's is okay, but it's a plain Ruffles great.
Not the cheddar and sour cream. The orange.
It's
one.
also good,
Those are good.
but it's more of a Ruffles thing than it is like what flavor Ruffles. But Ruffles, number 3.
There's Ruffles in general are a better quality chip than Lay's, I think.
Oh, absolutely.
Maybe,
I think.
maybe not.
As
They-
my
maybe
child's obsessed with plain Lay's right
In
now.
totality, overall, I might agree with you.
Yeah.
But for one single chip, then maybe not.
Yeah.
That'll get me to my number 2, and this is the one where I will fight any of you, child or not, in this room. Cool Ranch Doritos,
So why isn't that your number 1?
because there's an
That must be
OG that was from my youth.
All
My
right.
wife
That
would
too.
probably jump in there and agree with you on that. That's probably her favorite chip.
If it's not in your top
Doritos-
5,
Doritos
and I know it's not. Todd, I know.
Doritos don't do anything for me.
What happened to the Dorito Locos taco with the Cool Ranch? They were going to make one. I
They
remember a
did.
commercial.
They had a run. They had a run, and
Yeah.
nobody bought them.
Flopped, huh?
Yeah,
Nobody
but
bought
I would go to Taco Bell and order the Doritos Locos tacos.
I never had it. 'Cause
delicious.
It was like
them.
came to win.
It wasn't any good.
Yeah,
It was
I still
okay.
get the
It
Dorito
didn't really
Locos
Taco
it
taco.
didn't
Bell.
mesh with taco grade F meat.
Yeah, what messes with great FME. But hey,
The
when
Taco Bell meat.
but when you're damn near blackout at 3 in,
This is a Dorito.
who cares? Who cares? Yeah, like nacho cheese is good, spicy nacho is
I
good.
wonder if Patrick's number 1 is going to be one of the ones we talked about.
But
the
Cool
other day.
Ranch Doritos, no, my number 1 is probably the most controversial for anyone because it's so basic, I guess.
Okay.
But it's just something I grew up on as a kid, and my number 1 is plain yellow bag Lay's.
So
I was just dogging on
It's the OG. You can have it on the side of whatever sandwich. You can put it on a sandwich with a pickle. Don't care. Plain yellow Lay's.
I mean, I ain't gonna turn them down.
That's my favorite.
At the swimming
I-
pool.
Again, I can't justify why. It's so basic, but I'll love it. I'll destroy a bag of it, including the baked ones.
My child needs to be in the room. She's obsessed with regular Lay's right now with the yellow bag. Yeah, there's some sitting on my counter.
Baked
at home
Lays
right
are
now.
good too. I like baked
Sure.
Lays.
Because they're good. And the baked ones are excellent
They're
too.
so greasy and
Yeah.
I feel like my mouth hurts if I
Who-
eat too many of them.
Who cares about health when eating a chip?
What? Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
who cares if they're greasy? Make it greasier.
yeah. Well,
Slick it up like a.
I'd pick Ruffles over regular Lay's.
That's fine. Hey, that's why this is my list and this is your list. I'll get
Absolutely.
I'll get
Everybody's
I'll get the
everybody's
detail.
entitled to their own opinions.
Yeah.
I agree. And
Look,
look,
Night Swim.
some opinions I think suck compared to others.
Patrick, you gonna go see Night Swim or no?
Not in public. Maybe after hours, but definitely not in public. So yeah, a lot of things. I usually get to.
You want me to go?
What?
Who's next?
Yeah, go next.
Go ahead, Tilly.
I'm sorry, were you
I need
done?
Travis in here when I do my
No,
notes.
I was just
That's why
saying,
I
like,
read his trailer.
my list is
It
usually
looks
like
so god.
controversial because like people like plain Lay's. I'm like, listen, man, it's just a thing from my childhood, and I still it's the first chip I go to if it's not a Cool Ranch Doritos.
Mm-hmm.
But I
Well,
admit, it's not the most flavorful. I get
yeah.
that.
I'll go ahead and delete Sun Chips Garden
It's not
Salsa.
flavorful at all.
No, leave it. You can have overlap.
You
Leave
can
it.
have a
Well,
if you want, if you
Well, I
want,
know. Well,
if you
I
want a
said it
greasy,
when you were saying
Yeah.
yours,
if
so.
you want a greasy Eucharist, that's what you go to.
Greasy Eucharist. You know what? Top 5 chip Eucharist. I'm in my top 5 right now. The Eucharist.
Did
Immediately
somebody
better
just
than-
did somebody just refer to these lays as greasy Eucharist?
That was Todd. That was Todd. Yeah.
Do I need to redact that?
Nope. I want to amend my list though. I want a stale Sunday Eucharist is my top 5.
I doubt we have any hardcore Catholics listening to this.
Sorry, Sean, to cut you off.
Start your day off the holy way with Christ checks.
I'm sorry, what? What did you just name this podcast episode?
Christ checks?
Christ checks.
Christ checks. Done.
With the
Just Dane Cook with the bowl. He's like, pour some milk on those things and get a spoon.
I mean, you can't buy it. You can't buy them online. You can try this.
You can buy hosts online.
Yeah.
You can go to the Christian bookstore and get some as well. Don't ask me how I know. I'm not telling you.
You don't have to have a priest license or anything.
You don't have to just like little boys better go buy these.
Oh my God.
I thought this was a top
Same.
5 check.
That's the name of the segment. You can buy hosts online? Question mark.
You can buy hosts online.
Sean, you were saying?
So in no particular order.
So who's going to hell first? I think it's me now.
I think you just jumped us.
I'm already charbroiled.
Not to say we're not far behind.
That's fine. I'm already charbroiled. It's good.
The fact that this is on video.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Is this thing still recording? Please don't be recording.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
Damn it, we're recording.
No.
We're screwed.
I love it though.
We're gonna redact all of this.
Oh jeez. All right.
Kids, cover your ears.
I'm just. It's yeah. I
I'm fucking crying.
My throat hurts. Can I get some chamomile tea?
I'm just thinking of like you can buy hosts.
Just go to the
Does anybody want to jump on?
I'll go.
I'm thinking of going on Amazon.
Or go ask the priest at St. Edward, Rabbi. I need about 50 hosts. I need about 50 hosts.
Did you say rabbi?
Yeah. It's the
That'd
alcohol.
be great.
It's the alcohol talking.
Address every Catholic priest as
Yeah.
rabbi. Say, Rabbi, I got a question for you.
Father sir.
Michael.
Yeah, just Father sir. I need about 50. I need 50 hosts tomorrow for a party. Is there any way you can hook me up with a deal?
By the way, do you know like what salsa goes good with it?
Can you recommend a queso and a salsa?
I need to do this right now. Go on Amazon.
Would you recommend?
Catholic hosts.
Would you recommend white cheddar? Or just not too cheap?
They come in a sleeve of 50.
Chunky on regular salsa, please, and thank you. Like Ritz crackers. It's just a whole rack. No, I'm crying. Biff, please save us.
I will. As the Christian of the group, it's practicing.
We're all Christians. Come on.
We're all
Just
have a little
Christian,
fun.
yeah.
Let's have a little fun. No, all right. Well, I'll go.
Go ahead.
And I'll start with what was already said.
In no particular order or in particular
This will be in a particular order now.
yeah.
I'm gonna say it. Sun chips of any kind. Harvest cheddar. I like.
Yeah,
okay.
that's a close second, yeah.
Bigger fan. I think Sean keeps them in business, so bringing them to every event.
I keep saying.
And when I brought them to one event,
They
Sean
keep
was like,
on
"You know, I'm bringing some already." I was like, "Oh yeah, my bad."
I don't think anybody complains about Sean bringing sun chips down.
You find
Wow.
you find what you were looking at on Amazon.
Altar bread.
I don't think this isn't going on X.
Yeah.
Sean's face. Man, I'm sorry. Sean's face.
Please
It looks like he's trying to pinch a turd off, but he can't hold it.
Please screenshot that and send it though.
Look at the company.
You can buy a rack of 48.
Supply in St. Louis.
Wait, we're going there this year. We can just stop at the office and pick up something for snacks.
That's true.
I can take a picture in front of the place.
Yes. I'm sorry, Bill.
That's all right.
Was that 5 or is that an honorable mention?
That was one of the 5. I only have 5.
Okay.
Doritos Nacho Cheesier. I mean,
Yes.
they just
Still a win.
they're just good.
Did you say
Doritos
cheesier? Or
cheese nacho
remember when they were
cheesier.
like added more cheese? They were called nacho cheesier.
I didn't know there was a difference. But I thought that's what the originals were called. And to quote what they're eating over there, the guests, just regular Lance cheesy poofs, man. I don't know why. When I was a kid, they get them by like the giant ass bag. We used to eat those. I remember like when we were kids, we went on some stupid field trip swim trip with the church to I don't know, Blue Bayou or something. We had like a giant bag and we ate them.
Yeah.
Crunchy or puffy?
Like just.
You said the Lance brand too. Huh?
I mean, I liked them. I didn't care. I didn't know they were cheap. I didn't, and like, you're a kid, you're just like, oh, that's whatever. I still eat them from time to time, not often. And good old OG Pringles, like, just like, because they would all be whole and they're super cheap.
Like, we're talking about original?
Like, just original Pringles, like, kind of like the original, Pat's original Lay's, you know?
I just say the cheese flavor of those.
I mean, like, I like many types of Pringles.
Yeah, I mean, pizza, they had so many flavors. Yeah.
Pizza was good, the nacho cheese, you know.
They have like the spicy barbecue one, I think now.
Yeah.
It's pretty solid. It's pretty
And I have an honorable mention that just popped in was the Lay's Sweet Heat.
Oh, yeah.
Remember those?
Yeah.
When you said barbecue, I thought of those. And then these is just, and Pat's gonna love me for this one, as he's interrupting with Travis over there.
Sorry.
That's fine. That's fine. I did it last week.
The listeners don't know. Only the
I did it
viewers
before.
know.
I did it before.
The difference is I wasn't speaking over you.
Yeah, I know. And my literally, I wrote. This is what I wrote. It was the first thing I wrote. Hot Mexican restaurant tortilla chips. Because when they come out and they're piping hot with the salsa.
Yes.
So like I wrote that down before you even
Heat
said
hot or
it.
spicy hot?
Is there any restaurant that comes to mind first when you say that?
Casa Garcia.
Casa Garcia.
Gato Negro?
Oh,
Gato Negro.
Yeah.
It's not
Velvet Cactus.
Grayson, what Mexican restaurant would you say?
Don Jose's.
It's not here anymore, but Serrano's.
Oh, you should love Serrano's.
Definitely not El Paso.
No.
I thought they were supposed to come back. I'm disappointed that you told us that. So yeah, they're going to reopen on Magazine or something. It's like, no, they did not.
Well, they were trying.
They had the best.
You said they would open on Magazine, and that was a lie.
Those are still my favorite enchiladas, the Serrano's. I love the enchiladas.
Not the Superior here, but the Superior in Baton Rouge.
I remember that. The one on Government Street?
Government, yeah, but I like the one on Highland better.
Okay.
But, yeah, either way.
The one on Government Street, their quesadillas was the first time I had like a beef, like a steak quesadilla, like a fresh restaurant one. I know it's like a basic.
Right.
Theirs was just like we had spinach in them.
The Superiors here versus the ones in Baton Rouge just don't compare.
Yeah.
And I feel bad saying that, but
because I went to LSU.
I didn't get the sponsor.
They get Superior on there, and their margaritas are.
No, they will slap you in the face.
Yeah. You're gonna need a designated driver.
Yeah, for
When
sure.
you were saying hot chips, though, you meant hot or spicy, or both?
Temperature.
Temperature.
Like they're
nice
fresh out.
fresh.
Fresh out
The grease stripping.
The grease stains still on them.
Mm-hmm.
That's my fun.
Solid. I like it.
So that's your number one.
That's my number one. Is just hot chips and salsa.
So he definitely chooses chips and salsa.
Definitely, because that's the first thing I wrote down.
Number one
Is hot chips at a restaurant.
Yeah.
On my side.
I can say that the trick at El Gato Negro is sit at the bar area, the thing they have outside, because they got the chip thing right there, and like they give it to you right out of the freaking giant oven thing.
Yeah.
It's like, they're the freshest and can be.
I haven't eaten there that much.
What's the best?
Yeah, it's been a while, but yeah.
Oh,
Inside one.
Sean, you recovered?
Are you able to talk right now?
You recovered from your laughing?
I'm all good, yeah. So back to my top four. I erased garden salsa off there.
Leave it in. If it's in your five, it's in your five.
Well, yeah, I said it. That was the one I was able to get out.
Were you able to rank it?
That's
though?
what he got out before.
Yeah,
Was that in your ranking? Where is it?
I guess. Yeah. Let's put that at number
Price
5.
checks was number 5.
Price checks.
Checks.
I'm trying to hold it together. I'm picturing Dane Cook doing the hallelujah, and he's like pretending to eat the host in the cereal bowl.
Oh my god.
Yeah, good times. But anyway, back to Ruffles. I'll put this at number 4. Ruffles, I'd say Ruffles over Lay's historically, but then the one I've been obsessed with lately is the queso flavor. Queso.
I haven't
Never
seen
had
this.
that one.
Yeah, it's I forget that they put athletes on the bag or whatever, but it's not.
I've heard of
It's not the. I brought them. That's
That's
my latest go to with the sun chips when I bring them places. Is just Ruffles queso flavor.
I've seen obviously the ones with athletes on them. Like, I've never seen the queso one yet, but
Yeah, I've been bringing them to the Wendland's house. The
Oh,
ones
okay.
that they rave about, they're like, it's really
Just
good.
go ahead and
Like
that's
some of those
my
chips,
right
people
now.
don't know what they are, but they're like, what is this
What is
flavor? It's
that?
really
Yeah.
good, yeah. And it's I've been getting them at Sam's and stuff and seeing them everywhere. It's like a favorite right now. But and then also, I guess overall, I'd say number 3 would be any dill pickle chips. I just love pickle chips, but like Lay's dill chips are good.
Yes.
The Zapp's ones are good. The dill crawtators, whatever they call them, or
like Crawgate or something.
something like that. But then the one that I've been trying to find, I haven't looked for it again. Maybe when I go to the grocery tomorrow, that Utz brand or UTZ brand that makes the cheese balls. Their dill pickle chips are amazing. I don't know why. When I tried those, I got those in like a lunch or something at work, and they're just like they almost like melt in your mouth. It's like they're not that crunchy, but they're like so full of flavor. Yeah, but yeah, pretty much any pickle chip. I don't know why I like pickles so much.
Who wants pickles?
You love what you love.
But
That was the last podcast.
it's more historical, more specific. They don't make them anymore, and I don't know why they stopped making them. But Zapp's black pepper and sea salt.
Huh.
They were in a black and white bag,
I remember those.
and I remember they were hard to find. This was like UNO days. That I remember like Walgreens sold them, like random places to find them, but they were like, it was cracked pepper and sea salt or something like that. And they were it was like limited time or whatever, and I would buy like 4 bags at a time because they were so hard to find. Right over there.
Good.
And I'd say number 1, because I go on waves with these where I'm like, oh yeah, I forget I like these so much, and I'll eat like, get a bag for lunch like 3 weeks in a row. With Elmer's barbecue Cheetos.
Oh yeah,
The Chewies.
I love
Delicious.
Elmer's
Yeah,
barbecue.
delicious.
Elmer's barbecue Chewies. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they have a little heat to them.
I'm on a run with those right now at work where like it's like call them a name. I got to go downstairs to the convenience store and go buy a bag of those at lunch because I just I get obsessed with those. That's a New Orleans staple. Elmer's is a local brand.
It's a
This
nice.
is a slight pivot, but they make They make the popcorn. Have you ever had the caramel and it's a sweet hot thing or whatever, and like they make a caramel popcorn with like some kind of I don't know what kind of spicy it is, but like it's a sweet heat thing. It's so good. But yeah, we used to get it. They have a Conseco's right from my old job, and I used to pick it up for me and a coworker every day at lunch. Like she'd be like, "Oh, give me a bag of the."
I think the barbecue and cheddar, and then they also had the sour cream and cheddar.
Yeah.
And I think those flavors, what makes them so good is that the flavors clash, and you're not really expecting it, but they're both really good flavors.
I mean, I love cheese puff, Cheetos, whatever, and it's just funny is that it's like what do you call that? A Chewy.
It's combined. It's just,
Yeah, but it's like that barbecue flavor just is so different, and it's
the cheddar and the sour seam.
Now it's seamed.
This
Hey,
cheddar and
hey,
sour
hey,
just collide from apple orgasm.
Okay. See, when I
I
was
guess. Yeah.
when I was kind of working on this idea, like the reason I did the preface of like we're talking potato chips because some people ask like, well, what about Funyuns? It's do we consider it a chip just for the sake of
Absolutely.
this? But it's not. Yes, I guess technically it is a chip. But
I thought about it earlier. I forgot to mention it. It was like talking about the Pringles flavors combos. Those pretzel, pizza flavored ones. Is that considered a chip?
no,
Not really.
But-
Because they come in like
It's
a
a
hanging
gas station snack like corn nuts.
that
gas station snack. Yeah,
Shout out to
little
corn
hanging
nuts.
bags. Yeah.
that
The corn nuts.
that can bring up another top 5 we can do later for
gas station.
just some top 5 snacks.
Top 10.
So that would get you pretzels, that would get you your combos, stuff like that in it.
Top 5 gas station food items, like food and drink items. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be
But we should make it more personal and take we'll just record each person going into the store and picking their 5 items and buy them, and then you bring them to the next pod where we do our top 5.
Buc-ee's or any other poor man's gas station.
Oh, well,
Poor man's gas station.
yeah, it's got to be poor man's. If you go to Buc-ee's,
Buc-ee's doesn't count. Buc-ee's is like the cheat code.
and plus you're going in with, you're not getting, barbecue beef brisket and egg burritos. You're walking out with
Well, I mean,
Ruffles
gas stations
or
in New Orleans,
Monster.
it's like you can get some like plate lunch, like all kinds of stuff.
Discount zone doesn't
Like
sell beef.
raw and banks, you can get like.
I mean, the average Joe gets excited to go to Buc-ee's. Like, you don't necessarily get excited to go to the gas station.
I'm excited to go to Chevron or Danny, or it used to be Danny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slobber on that thing.
Yeah, Bevo over here is like foaming at the mouth.
These folks rocked up on the pills.
You want to go next time?
Yeah, I'll go ahead. I'm going to give one honorable mention, and Patrick and Sean already mentioned it, and it's the corn salsa sun chips. I mean, Sean brings them to every party.
Sun chips
It's probably
are
the
mine.
most common chip that's in my pantry. Everybody in my house loves them.
If I don't get harvest cheddar, I'm getting garden salsa. So that's 4 of us so far.
So usually it's one. If I get the meal at Subway, it's usually one of the bags I choose.
Yeah, same.
Coming in at number 5 on my list is going to be the other bag I choose, and that would be baked barbecue Lay's.
Yeah.
Patrick, do you have something to say?
No, because yes, I do have
Looks
something
like
to
you
say.
got something to say.
I do have something to say.
At least he's saying
You let into that. He didn't cut you off.
No,
He didn't interject.
right before you went, I was going to ask, does anyone still like barbecue flavored chips? Because I don't. I like them, but I have not seen someone bring barbecue chips to a party or whatever in a while.
We had
So
one
this
for
is-
Christmas.
And
but a mesquite barbecue chip is pretty damn
I
good.
mean, look, Todd's got the barbecue baked lays here. Sean brought up the barbecue chilis. I'm going to have an honorable mention that's barbecue. So yeah,
I
barbecue.
had sweet heat
Yeah,
barbecue. That's on my honorable mention.
Gracyn, I saw you kind of jumped up for a second. Do you like barbecue as a chip? Favorite chip? Close? Top 5?
when I'm finished, y'all each get to name one chip.
But I also really just like the baked
Well,
Lay's
yeah, if you
flavor.
got a couple-
I know Patrick's number 1 was the plain regular Lay's, but once they came out with those baked Lay's, I was attached to them.
I could easily switch my number 1 to the baked plain Lay's because the baked Lay's in pretty much any flavor is incredible.
Yeah.
I agree.
So barbecue baked Lay's, number 5. Number 4 would be the Zapp's Cajun Dill.
There you go. That's the ones I was trying to say. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what they're called? Cajun
Yeah,
dill?
with the green bag with the alligator sitting on the
Did they still make the blue bag dill? The blue bag zaps, with a ranch flavor. Those were pretty good back in the day too. And of course you had the craw taters, but yeah, I think the Cajun dills were
Cajun
definitely the
dill
best
were
zaps.
Yeah.
But yeah, they get
I
some.
mean, I don't really eat these too much anymore because they get just greasy as shit. But they're really good. So number 4 would be Zapp's Cajun Dill. Number 3, I'm gonna go to another sun chip, and this is probably not on anybody. It wasn't on anybody's list yet. I doubt it's gonna be on Travis's. It's gonna be the sun chip, sweet potato, and brown sugar.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Those
Those are hard to find. Yeah.
I don't know if they make them anymore, but they're really good. They almost
What color bag?
That sounds
is
like
it?
it would be
Oh,
good.
those are like purple.
It was a purple bag.
Purple bag. Yeah.
That sounds like it would be
So
good.
they kind of replace those with the chili lime ones or whatever.
It basically tastes like you're eating a dessert.
Yeah,
It
I
is
remember
that-
those.
they're
Yeah, those were good.
Which brings up the question: is that are there really? I mean, I guess you can throw the original out probably as maybe the worst flavor. But
They're good to dip with.
No, I mean, look, but too, you're shaking your head, but some
No,
chips they really just don't have a bad flavver.
No, they don't.
Because there was another one
Because I like the originals. I'm just saying, if you put them next to any other flavor, they're probably the worst.
Yeah.
Another one that I thought about adding to the honorable mention was the jalapeno jack ones that they came out with a while back, and those were limited time as well.
I don't remember that either.
They're really good,
Yeah.
but they only had them for a brief period of time, and they were in a dark green bag, unlike the sour cream and onion that was kind of a light green
Right.
bag.
I mean, I do have a sign on my wall in the hallway. I don't know if y'all seen it. It says you can't make everybody happy. You're not a bag of sun chips.
It's if this were just a top 5 snack thing, I'd have to throw Smart Pop in there. but we can't. I don't know why I just popped in my head for some reason, like Smart Pop. Carry on.
Smart Pop.
But the Smart Pop doesn't count as a bag of chips. I mean, it's popcorn.
It's not a chip.
Because it comes in the bag. It comes in the variety
so-
pack with
so do pretzels.
sun chips and whatnot.
The Irish pretzels come in a bag too, but that's not a chip.
True.
Moving on, number
I like
2.
pretzels and Smart Pop, by the way.
A Smart Pop sold in the chip aisle.
Because I almost included
Are they?
Smart Pop was almost I almost considered putting it in there because it's just that good.
I would love to be able to amend the list to allow Smart Pop in, so it can be my number 2 or 3, my number 3. But
That's to me just it's a different snack type. It's like saying like nuts are on the chip aisle or something. You know, like
Sure.
it's just- yeah.
I like Gushers, you know.
watch yourself. I was still with you for the whole time. Watch yourself.
So number 2, this probably is on Travis's list. It's the Keebler potato skins, bacon and cheddar. They're discontinued. They
I was
don't.
just saying,
I remember those.
Phenomenal.
They were thick,
I remember those.
like brown chips.
Yeah, I do
I remember those.
Let me-
I think I ate them all the time.
So
Probably did.
I
We had them all the time.
remember.
So TGI Fridays tried to replicate them.
Yeah,
I remember
They
that.
weren't as good,
yeah.
but yeah, they once Keebler sold the rights to them and whatnot,
Yeah.
TGI Fridays put them out and they weren't as good.
So Keebler, if you're listening, you need to bring that shit back.
Is Keebler still around?
They make
They make cookies.
They make grasshopper cookies and elf fudges and you know.
Okay, my bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Didn't enough in.
But Keebler has kind of ventured off from the chips and they just focus on like the dessert
Cookies.
area, like the
Yeah.
cookies and crackers and whatnot.
Yeah, but my last one's gonna be a Keebler one too, and it's the Keebler pizzerias. And if you guys have not had the Keebler pizzeria chips, I feel sorry for you.
Yeah, have y'all not had the pizzerias?
I've never had them.
I remember them, but I don't remember what they taste like. I know I probably
Oh,
tried.
I can taste them right now. I mean, they were just
They,
so
they,
good.
they were
so good.
Well, they were.
They were
So
good.
good.
And look, I'll jump in on Ty with that. The pizzerias were really good. They almost kind of like I guess were Keebler's form of like Doritos almost because they had like the triangular shape to them.
But they tasted like pizza.
They tasted like pizza. They were really good.
Doritos just couldn't come up with a pizza flavor.
But much like we talked about the potato skins, the pizzerias went out when Keebler stopped making chips. And that's a shame because there's 2 really good chip flavors.
Didn't Pringles do like a loaded baked potato
Yeah, they
flavor,
did.
or they
Those were good.
still do?
I think they do a pizza one. Though.
Yeah, they do.
Pringles has like 30 flavors.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I
Pringles is.
remember
I
there
don't
being
know
like
if
a
I've
loaded
had
baked potato.
the Pringles pizza ones, but I'll have to try them and see if they taste similar to the Keebler.
I have a feeling you might be a little
Imagine
bit disappointed.
Probably.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're good, but the way you speak about these, I don't think the Pringles ones are going to live up to it.
No,
Because the Pringles ones, they're good, and there's like pizza flavor to it, but
it's not.
you want more.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, no, the pizzerias were, I mean, like kind of like spot on what you would want from a pizza place. Or a god.
Oh God.
I mean, it was like a mouth orgasm.
I just would never think Keebler would make chips.
I
Can't say I've ever seen that.
I want to start.
Yeah,
I remember when they came out. Like, what the hell is this? I was like,
I remember them now, but like,
Yeah.
I know we didn't have them in our house.
Well, since we just kind of closed out with mentioning Pringles, I'm going to give out 2 honorable mentions here. And the one honorable mention I'm going to give with Pringles is their honey mustard flavor. So,
I don't think I've ever had those.
well, my kids
I do remember
actually,
this now.
yeah, my kids actually were the ones who kind of started me on the Pringles honey mustard. They were the ones that we consistently asked my wife to buy them at the grocery or me to buy them at the grocery and try them. And you get hooked on the Pringles. If they still make them, even though it's been a little while since we've had them in the house. But Pringles honey mustard would be my first honorable mention. My second one, going back to what we talked about, if anybody still likes barbecue chips, I throw out barbecue Fritos. And I don't think nobody's
the chili ones?
the regular barbecue flavor.
You know, when you first said you had an honorable mention that was barbecue, I was thinking of those things that Smoothie King used to sell like way back in the day.
Yeah, those were good too. It was like
little-
that kind of healthy pop chip or whatever it was.
Oh, they were so good.
It was almost like you were eating like a piece, almost like you were eating a piece of popcorn. It was like had like the air pockets in it.
Yeah.
Those were
I
great.
didn't see what those were. Those were
It
really
was
good.
kind of like a rice cake, one of those rice cake chips.
It was almost like a Puff.
Oh, I have seen those. I just haven't tried them yet.
Yeah. But
These.
no, my barbecue honorable mentions will be Fritos. Like I don't know, nobody's mentioned Fritos. The chili cheese ones are good as well.
Yeah, chili cheese. That's what they are. Yeah.
But the regular barbecue flavor Fritos are the ones that were really my favorite Fritos. I didn't really like regular Fritos that much, but the barbecue ones were really good.
Can I ask you a question before you go on?
Is that what you said? Frito scoops?
I think he was talking about like the
Or Tostito scoops? Because Frito scoops is what I was thinking of.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Question. I think I already know the answer to this question, but did you used to go to like the little neighborhood lady and buy like the Fritos like chips, but with chili?
Frito pies.
Yeah, Frito pies. Did you ever like go like buy Frito pies?
Yeah.
I think I've probably had a Frito pie before, but I wouldn't say I got them.
Used to sell them at Sonic.
Yeah,
Used to sell them at
Okay,
Sonic.
well, I'll tell you, when we used to do all of our like band events and like indoor percussion stuff in these podunk places and like Acadiana and crap, they would always have those at the snack bar. Those Frito pies, and they just pour it in the bag. I'm like, can you give me a bowl or something? Like, here's your Frito pie.
So like so growing up, I used to live not far from UNO, but like we used to have like the lady that would like sell like the back of her house. She would sell like all kind of like snacks and chips or whatever like that. And yeah, like she had Frito pie. Like you walk up, you get a bag of Fritos, she opens it up, and she just had chili cheese that was in a crock pot.
Yeah,
dump it in. So do you want nacho cheese on top? Like yeah. And now you got this scalding hot ass chili with queso
dripping through the bag.
Yeah, dripping through the bag, and she just gave you a fork or a spoon. And it was like 50 cents.
Yeah,
amazing.
Yeah,
Take my money.
I definitely had one before in my life, and I definitely find them enjoyable. But they weren't something
They should have
I would get. Weren't something I would get regularly.
Boats that they did the nachos.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
The hood didn't do it. The hood didn't have those.
So, the honey mustard Pringles and the barbecue Fritos are my two honorable mentions. Jumping into the top 5. 4 out of these 5 have already been mentioned.
Oh man!
So I'm going to go to Patrick's number 2, and Cool Ranch Doritos comes in at my number 5. Like I don't know, like as far as like if I'm going Doritos of any kind, Cool Ranch is the way. And my daughter Scarlett's in the room. She's going to mention her favorite Dorito in a second, but the Cool Ranch. If there's any bag of Doritos of a rack of them, I'm choosing Cool Ranch any day. Definitely a top 5 for me. 4, Todd mentioned this, I think, in the same spot, probably as his number 4. The Zapp's Cajun Dill Gator Taters. Those were, I mean, Zapp's has some good ones. You have the Craw Taters, which is,
I forgot to mention voodoo chips.
Yeah, voodoo
I was
chips,
obsessed with voodoo chips.
Voodoo chips are good.
They had a honey mustard too, didn't they?
Yeah, or they have onion flavor in the yellow bag.
Yeah. And they had the one in the blue bag, which I don't know if it was sour cream or if it was ranch, but those were really good as well. I don't even know if they make those anymore.
I don't think so.
But to me, the ones that stood out were the gave you that pickle chip, but it also gave you a little bit of spice. The Cajun Dill Gator Taters come in at number 4 for me.
I don't know if they had honey mustard chips. Looks like they had pretzels. Oh, here we go. I'm chips.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like the whole bag.
Oh, okay.
And look, this. I guess if we had to kind of summarize the consensus of this, the overall favorite of everybody here, the garden salsa sun chips come in at number 3.
Mm-hmm.
Todd made a good point here. When you go to Subway and you complete your meal, which bag of chips do you go with? He mentioned the barbecue baked lays or the garden salsa sun chips. I'm going to say garden salsa sun chips or my number 2, which Patrick threw out one of this brand's other chips. But my other go-to with my Subway combo meals is Miss Vicky's jalapeno potato chips.
There you go.
Freaking delicious.
It's really just a matter for me of how much burn on my tongue do I want to have. Do I want salt and vinegar, or do I want the jalapeno and go from there?
Based upon the Cajun Dill Gator Taters that I mentioned, I like spicy chips. I've always liked spicy food in general. Miss Vicky's jalapeno potato chips comes in at number 2. Todd mentioned my number 1. We talked about the Keebler pizzerias, but my favorite one is the Keebler tater skins. Those were my absolute favorite chip on the planet. I think every time my mom went to the grocery as a kid, those would be the things I would ask for. As a matter of fact, as vague of a recollection, or I guess it wouldn't be vague, but one of the more weird recollections I can remember is eating a bag of tater skins, watching Tiny Toons coming home from school.
Tiny Toons, yes.
So Keebler tater skins. Oh, they unfortunately don't make them anymore. They might still sell the TGI Fridays brand, and maybe I'll have to get those to see if they taste similar. But Keebler's brand was freaking phenomenal. That'll come out number one for me. Now that I'm done my top 5, we have 2 special guests in the room. We have both Todd and I's daughters in here, Gracyn and Scarlett, and they're each going to give us their favorite potato chip. We're going to start with the oldest in the room here. We're going to go Gracyn. Gracyn, could you please tell the room what your favorite potato chip is?
Puffs.
Cheeto Puffs. So you're talking about like the like say this brand right here, the Cheetos brand. Now, do you like the white cheddar brand, the regular? Do you like the puffed or the crunchy? So you're talking about regular Cheetos. Do you like the puffs or do you like the crunchy ones?
Puffs.
Okay, so kind of back there, except y'all using white cheddar and not the.
Scarlett, take the bag and hold it up towards the phone. They can see it.
The Simply.
There you go.
Simply line.
Yeah.
She likes the regular though. She didn't say
She doesn't like the white cheddar or the Simplies per se.
The regular blue and orange bag.
That's what I
Still a banger.
From that line, the Simply white cheddar Doritos are awesome.
Yeah.
When I could find
So the Utz version of those are really good too.
Mm-hmm.
Cheesy poofs.
All right, so we got puffed Cheetos for Gracyn. Scarlett, I already know yours, but could you please tell the rest of the room what is your favorite?
Sweet tangy barbecue Doritos.
That's a winner.
Sweet and tangy, black bag, barbecue Doritos. I had not had these until recently. And my kids kept telling me how awesome they were. So I did try it. They are pretty delicious, I'm not going to lie. Didn't make my top 5, didn't make an honorable mention, but they are very good. Sweet and tangy barbecue Doritos. All right.
I can't think of anything that we really left out.
Well, you mentioned Funyuns earlier. I consider Funyuns a chip. They came pretty close.
But popcorn is not Smart Pop is not a chip.
No.
Unfortunately.
Well, Gracyn just asked if Cheez-Its and Goldfish were considered chips.
Oh, I thought of Cheez-Its earlier.
That's a good question.
Those come in boxes like Wheat Thins. No.
Yeah, I would say
They're
more
not-
like
they're
I would
more
say
cracker. They're
More like
more
crackers.
crackers.
Oh,
They're crackers.
probably
They're a snack.
So let's just leave
They
it
could
up.
be
We're in
comparable
this
to like the
snack
snack
categories. All right, so
Gas stations next.
it doesn't be so much gas station.
But how
we do
overrated
gas
is-
station.
How overrated
I
are
think gas station
Goldfish?
snacks would be fun.
But how overrated
No,
what?
when I tried these for the first time.
How overrated are Goldfish?
Pretty damn
The
expensive.
one, the plain regular Goldfish, the extra cheesy ones are awesome.
I feel like they're the equivalent to Popeye's biscuits.
They
This is probably-
Post
They
2000.
make you chew.
Post 2000.
Popeye's biscuits can kill you if you get a dry one.
I
You
remember.
will die.
I
You don't
remember-
have any kind of liquid.
but-
I remember
but-
at
Popeye.
Marty-
But if
when
you
they're
take
right-
a fistful of goldfish, you do the same thing.
It
Fistful
does.
of
It does.
Goldfish.
Yeah.
No, just
Popeye's
okay.
biscuit.
If you eat the quantity will kill you. That's like you can die from water poisoning. That's not the point. The Popeye's biscuit, when it's dry, will kill you. It will literally just choke you to death.
Clog your esophagus, yes.
Everything. But it's so damn good when it's right.
Yeah.
The goldfish, they can be kind of just
they're
meh.
pretty bad.
So Todd brought up this argument before we even got on the pod today of what he thought was better, what we thought was better between, Cheez-Its or Goldfish. And that, to me, that wasn't even a question.
Oh,
Cheez-Its
Because
definitely
Cheez-Its,
cheesiest coach.
like Cheez-Its have so many different flavors. Like the Tabasco flavor is awesome. The white cheddar flavor is awesome. Whereas Goldfish, they do the rainbow Goldfish, they do the pretzel Goldfish, but it's nothing that really
But that's not a
stands
flavor.
out
That's just
flavor-wise,
gimmicky
right?
crap.
So like Cheez-Its all day if we're doing that argument. Scarlett, you're putting your thumbs down. What,
Are
you
you a
like
goldfish
Goldfish?
fan?
Yeah, because
Gold-
there's extra cheddar, there's
Well, that's
salty
what it
one.
is.
Huh?
No.
Flavor
Yeah.
blasted.
So you
That
get
flavor
so you go from the
that-
Flavor blasted one.
The
Those
flavor
are
blast,
good.
it doesn't change how
I
dry they are.
like those. I like regular goldfish.
You still choke on them.
You said you like regular
Hey, you.
Yeah, I only like. I like the rainbow goldfish.
yeah.
so you like rainbow. If you had to pick between Goldfish or Cheez-Its, what are you choosing, Grayson?
Cheese for sure.
Goldfish.
Oh.
The two kids in the room. It's kind of like
Gen Z.
it sounds like it's kind of like putting ketchup on a hot dog. You know, where
Kid snaps. She
the
said it.
adults in the room, the adults in the room are saying no ketchup on
Right,
hot
but
dogs.
like toddlers eat goldfish by the pound. So.
The toddlers like ketchup on hot dogs.
I really do. I mean,
So she said it. Grayson knows. She said it's a kid snack.
we buy the big same things.
I didn't
Same
say-
size ones.
I will not have you attack me again on this hot dog front, all right?
Travis just doesn't want to let it go.
This is just,
Clearly.
no. This is going to be an ongoing. Like when we get to episode 100, might be might still be.
We're not making it that far.
Oh, we're definitely making that far.
Some of us might be.
Episode 75, we're going to reveal why we're called the Wasted Wagons.
Episode
Are we?
75.
That's very specific. 75.
75?
Yeah.
Okay.
Our 75th anniversary.
Or did we say 25? It's 25.
I would say 25. Yeah, 25 is a little more attainable.
25.
50, maybe 50.
That's when we're going to reveal what the Wasted Wagons means.
But that does not include the top 5 episodes. It has to be major episodes. So we got some time, maybe a year, if we make it a year. We'll see. We've got goals for 2024. I don't know how many we're going to hit though.
Oh, we can hit them all.
Well,
Gotta stay positive, Pat.
I am positive.
You got counselors in the room. You got to attain your goals. Set attainable
Listen,
goals.
we can hash this out right now. I set the goals already. One by let's say March. We all have our own microphones
We'll have at least 3 microphones in the room by March. I can make that happen.
for sure. We're going to have a microphone for every person. Period. It's going to happen. We will have a YouTube page up running with videos posted by March.
Okay.
We are going on at least 2 road trips, be it just an hour away or 10 hours away, via plane, train, automobile, whatever. We're the wagons are hitching up and we're going, pun intended, we're hitching up and we're going on the road trip somewhere.
We got to connect the donkey to the wagon. Just saying.
Yeah. And maybe get a couple of rocket launchers to go up the ass like a kite, like the Wile E. Coyote. What else are we gonna do this
We're
year?
gonna get an LLC and distribute, make shirts.
We're gonna have merch. We will have shirts, stickers.
I can do. I can take charge of the stickers. And look, I love the idea of when you say 10 hours away via train.
Mhm.
We're talking about a possible St. Louis trip. I like the idea of when you brought it up the other day. We could. We could take the plane and get there quick, or we can take the train, get there in 10 hours, but get sauced up beforehand. Maybe do a pod from the train.
From the train.
That was
We're
my
gonna pod
idea.
from the train for sure.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, fucking 10 hours. Dude. 10 hours of footage right there.
We all
10 hours of drinking.
well, more like maybe 6 hours of drinking.
6 hours.
Someone's gonna pass. We're all gonna have to pass out at some point and eat. But 6 hours of live, well, some part live, some part recorded audio from the wagons on a wagon. You kidding me?
Yeah.
We're gonna get canceled after that episode, but it's gonna be great.
Sounds like
We're
it.
gonna have a private train car. We're just gonna be talking in front of all of
We could,
We're gonna set it up right in the middle of the hour.
yeah.
How about we hand out shirts to everybody listening?
But
Yeah.
stickers easy.
Y'all are in luck. Y'all got on the right train today.
You guys.
or this is your worst nightmare.
Well, might have to-
because we're about to really
We might have to redesign the sticker and have Biff added to it, Josh added to it.
That's true.
you know.
We Scarlett, you have something? Go ahead.
We can make bracelets.
Bracelets.
Sure.
What was he gonna say?
It's handmade
WW?
quality shit here.
Arts and crafts times. You still
I
got
mean,
12 hours.
What would wasted wagons do?
Oh,
I'm
you're
down.
paying for sir?
Yeah.
A lot of
Your
W.
back's gonna hurt.
I'll
Do the whole landscape.
I'll get a 5950 flat bill hat
With
About
that
that
logo.
cost. with the logo on it. Just a crispy, clean, just white
WW.
white on white
brand
flat
tattoo.
bill.
So what was the tattoo deal Todd made where we're gonna get the WW brand look on us? What was the deal with that?
I think-
That's a year, right?
Was that you?
Oh, I'm definitely gonna do it. I would definitely
Somebody
do it.
said getting branded. I was like,
I was joking about that.
it's like, no sir.
Yeah, that would do it.
I'm thinking, yeah.
That's not gonna
Yeah,
happen.
you can get a tattoo with a WW in it that looks like a brand.
We can debate. We can talk about this later.
Okay. But what was the timeline that Ty gave? Was it? He said a year,
right?
A year.
So what does that mean? Like August or September?
August.
Oh yeah, it was for the anniversary. So August of 2024, we're getting inked up.
We're going to Mid City Voodoo. We'll
Oh,
just
just
go walk in
for it.
there and say, hey, we got
We need a group discount on 5 tattoos. WWS.
where are we getting it? On the ass cheek? On the wagon?
That's a great idea. I might get mine in the navel. We'll just make it up my
No one would ever see that. But yeah.
I want mine to look like a championship belt across my waist. It's be W-dubs. All right, before this podcast gets too off the rails, see what I did there. Let's do our shot and get this over with. What do we have today?
So what we have here is the Kraken Black Roast, which is their coffee flavored rum.
We love you, Kraken.
Which Kraken we've
Kraken,
already
if
I'm
you're
a big
listening.
fan.
Biff brought the gold on. We've had
Multiple times.
we've had the regular black spiced. We've I've tried the Kraken Black, which is really good. Well, now we're drinking the Kraken Black Roast, which is their coffee rum. So that's what we're going to shoot today. Kraken, if you're listening, we are big fans. Definitely looking to sponsors. So,
Gracyn, you need one? Scarlett, you need one?
So we toasting to our fantasy victory?
Want another one, the Big Russ, huh?
we'll
I'd
toast.
rather toast a big Russ. Than a couple
How about
I don't have a
we
fantasy
can toast
victory.
to
I got
we
$100.
can toast to fantasy titles. Yo, we all won some money from
We all
it.
won some
Yeah,
We can
to
toast
winning money.
to 2024 goals for the pod.
Yeah. Goals getting accomplished.
Goals getting accomplished.
Right.
Mainly being that trip to St. Louis, it has to happen. Pod from the train, I love it.
Cheers.
And teeth cleaning.
Cheers.
Yes. Then do dental appointments for Patrick.
Trip to the dentist.
Cheers.
And on that, we're
And on that note, as always, wagons out.